Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, today in this video I'm gonna show you how you can apply for Indian employment visa. So before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe right now. So guys, this is just based on my knowledge, research and interest. Do not consider it legal advice at all. And if you take anything out of this video, you do it at your own risk. This video is made to just guide you through the process, just let you know how to use the service, and this information is available online as well. So guys, I have shown you this official site. So you have an option of e-visa or regular visa. So e-visa is for tourism purposes. You can click on this. They say that what kind of visas, medical, business, conference, you can see these things. But what if you want to go for employment, like you work as an employee of a company, etc., whatever. For that you got to go through this route: apply online, submit document, and then receive passport visa. So we will go through it. So let's start with this. So the very first thing you need to do is to fill this online form. So first select the country from where you are applying. So the country where you are currently in, that is, let's say you are applying from Canada, so do Canada. Then it's gonna show the relevant mission. Let's say you're going to Toronto. Okay, now you need to put your nationality. So I selected Canada. Date of birth, I'm gonna put some values. Okay, so July 1st 99, just sample. Email ID, I'll put a sample. So you just need to, this is sample email, I am not using his email ID. So then your date of arrival expected, so I'll just put let's say September 1st. Select the visa type, which one you want. So here you need to select, let's say employment visa. Purpose, so you can see what are the things, like all case of employment except intra-company transferee. So I select then second is intra-company transferee. Then you need to put this code and then click on continue. Then click on continue. Okay, now comes the main application form. Some of the details have been taken from the previous page. Rest you can put the details over here. And you have you can save and come back later. You remember on the first page we had the link to continue your saved application. This temporary application ID is important. You can take a note of it. Don't do it for now because it's just a sample application. So I'm just going to put some sample values. So I just selected these values, some sample. You can see national ID number, visible identification mark, education level, citizenship, and then you have to provide the passport details. Again, I'm going to put some sample values. So I selected this. If you have any more citizenship, you can select yes and add the values. So I click on save and continue. Then it's gonna ask for your address. Okay, so I'm gonna put some sample address. Then it is asking for the permanent address. If it is same, just check this. It's gonna pick up the values. Family details, it's asking mother details, your marital status. And there is a special line for people of Pakistan, where your grandfather, grandmother Pakistan national or belong to Pakistan held area. I select no. So some fields have been removed. Father detail, mother detail, I'm gonna fill some sample values. So I selected some sample. Marital status, then marital status I select single. Present occupation, whatever the application in your case you can do. I select engineer. Employer name, business, past occupation if any, I just select engineer. Where in military organization, I select no. So I'm just gonna put some sample values here. So I just put some sample. Let's click save and continue. Oh no, thanks. Well, it did not go because I did not put a phone number. They have asked at least one phone number, so I'm going to put one sample. Now it is asking for the details of the visa sort. So employment is selected by default. Professional qualification. So I'm just going to put some sample values here. Okay. EPFO ID, Employee Provident Fund Organization ID. I'm going to put some sample value, but I'm not sure if it's going to accept this or not. So let's see. So then it is asking me more questions. Have you ever visited India before? I selected no, but if you select yes, you got to answer these. has permission to visit or extend stay in India previously refused. If you select yes, you are gonna provide the details. Country visited last 10 years, so you gotta separate with comma. I'm not putting anything, but if you have, just put the information. Have you visited SAARC countries except your country during last 3 years? I selected no, but if yes, provide the details. Reference name in India. Okay, reference name in Canada. Reference names are important because they are gonna contact. So I just put some sample values, not sure it will accept or not. Let's see if it does. Okay, now it is asking for the criminal questions. Have you ever been arrested, prosecuted? I select no. Deported any country including India. Have you ever been engaged in human trafficking, cyber crime? Any means to express views to justify over terrorist violence? No. Was in any country. Asylum seeker? No. Then you need to check this and continue. Then you need to upload photograph, and then in other page you're gonna, like, you can upload more documents. For now I'm gonna click on skip and continue. You need to provide correct information. So I'm not gonna verify because this is just a sample video. I'm not gonna proceed here. I'm not gonna submit it the system. So thanks for watching this, guys. I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching. And once you complete all the verification, everything, you need to print and in your nearest mission or embassy, whichever they get, there you are gonna go and submit it, and then from there you're gonna pay the fee and then deposit your passport. They'll process the application, and if your application is successful, you're gonna get the visa. Thanks for watching, guys.